Buckaroo, President's on line 1, calling about is everything okay with the alien spacecraft from Planet 10, or should he just go ahead and destroy Russia?
Tell him yes on 1 and no on 2.
Which was yes, to destroy Russia, or number 2?
Hi, welcome back. Today I'd like to talk about a movie I really enjoy that most people haven't seen. I did a post a little while ago. I made a shirt for my daughter with the Buckaroo Banzai logo and Team Banzai on the back. Nerfbusters. A lot of people said, what is this movie? The actual movie name is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. A mouthful. This movie came out in August 15th, 1984. And the reason you've never heard of it is because it was up against Star Trek 3, Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, and Ghostbusters. It just, yeah. Buckaroo Banzai is a movie about the title character, Buckaroo Banzai, who is a brain surgeon, particle physicist, martial artist, rock and roll race car driver. And the best thing about this movie is it hits the ground running. You really don't, like, I missed something. I missed the beginning of this movie. What? I don't know. I must have come in late to the theater. It starts really simply, and the cast just phenomenal. I remember when I first ordered the DVD, I got it at HMV, which I realize these days is becoming a very old sentence. I picked it up, and the girl who was selling it to me looked at it and went, Peter Weller, Jeff Goldblum, John Lithgow, Christopher Lloyd. What is this movie? I tried to explain it to her, and well, I think I did. She says, I'm going to go see that movie. It's the story about, the eponymous Buckaroo Banzai and his group, the Hong Kong Cavaliers. And when the movie first starts, we see Buckaroo as a brain surgeon helping out Jeff Goldblum. And we don't actually see Peter Weller. We see sort of parts of him. He's got a mask on. You see sort of, maybe his glasses, a little bit of his face in a surgical mask. Then he comes out into his race car, and his race car uses the MacGuffin of the whole thing, the oscillation overthruster, quote unquote. Cute little device. I still need to print one. And it allows him to drive through a mountain. So, okay. As he's in there, he's apparently crossed over into the eighth dimension, and the Lectroids, which are the aliens that have been trapped on Earth since the 1940s, somehow managed to get a pod onto it. It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi. It's interesting. At the end, you go through everything, and the Hong Kong Cavaliers save the day, and then suddenly, that's it. I remember showing this to my daughter, my 16-year-old, about a year ago, and she'd heard me talk about it, and also it was mentioned in Ready Player One. I'll get to that in a minute. And it just ends suddenly, and then we have the walking scene through the LA aqueducts. She's like, okay, what? So I asked her what she thought. And my friend Larry summed that up precisely. He said, hopefully you said, I'll tell you later. There's a great scene in the movie where they're trying to find the bad guys. And inside the Banzai Institute is a huge press with a watermelon in it. And it was one character, Jeff Goldblum, says, what's that doing there? And the other character says, I'll tell you later. That's Buckaroo Banzai to a T. Now they've tried to retcon it. They still have some publications of World Watch 1, which is an online newsletter. But what I did read recently was that as they're making the movie, the producers, directors said, I don't think the studio is looking at this. Let's put in something totally outrageous that we'll ask them, and they'll go, oh yeah, that's great. So they put a watermelon in a press. And they looked at the dailies, they asked the studio, what do you think? Great, love it, good God, well done, guys. So I think they're just trying to pull one over everyone's eyes. Really fun. Anyway, let's get back to what I was saying about Ready Player One. There's a scene in it, and if you've seen Ready Player One, hopefully no spoilers, been out for 2 years. Book's been out forever. At one point, the lead character, Parzival, is trying to come up with an outfit, and he goes, and this, Buckaroo Banzai. The problem I have with that is, okay, it's a gray suit with a Banzai suit and a tie. If you look at the movie, never wears a tie, bow tie. So that was a little bit, it was like, did you not look at the source material? Anyway, it really is a fun movie. I like a head scratcher like that, and I've seen it multiple times. And I'll watch it again and again and again. I really enjoy watching it, and like getting my friends involved with it, and then, you know, they have fun with it. Now, you may not know of the movie, but you do know one part of it, because I hear this all the time. It actually came out of the movie. Whether it was used there first or not, I don't know. But it's in the movie. You'll know this line. No matter where you go, there you are. That was in the first time I've ever seen that line, first time I ever heard that line, and it just stuck with me. Me, my old younger brother, who is not a sci-fi guy at all, knows this. He throws that out once in a while. So anyway, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great movie. I'd watch it again and again and again, and I think you should too, because, you know, life is short, and a lot of lists, which, who follows lists anyway, a lot of lists said it's on the list of movies you have to see before you die, and it's just fun. The part that really takes me out of it, or just kind of at the end of it going, well, it says Buckaroo Banzai will return in Buckaroo Banzai versus the World Crime League or something like that. And never happened. A year ago, the script was leaked, and all of us who read it kind of agreed, yeah, that's not filmable. So that's probably part of it. It really didn't do well in the theaters because it was up against Star Trek, Temple of Doom, Ghostbusters, but it really made a cult following now. Alien home video, which, you know, came out in '86, and now the Blu-ray is out, and it's got another 2 hours of it. A lot of fun. Really enjoyed the movie. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, check it out. And that's all I have to say for today. By the way, if you wanted to see more, I'm trying to do one of these a week, if not more. Like, subscribe, you know, you get notification that I've posted a new video. So not just prop stuff, but I'm going to do things that just pop culture-y that I like. Well, that's it for now. I will hopefully see you soon.